In today's video, we're going to talk about what are the different conditional formatting used in Google Sheets. What is basically conditional formatting is you are giving Google Sheet a certain instruction on how to format the different kind of values or maybe the data sets and whatever it is. Maybe the first thing what we want to understand is we're going to start how we can actually differentiate alternative rows or maybe alternative columns. Maybe the idea would be is like you wanted maybe the second 4, 6, 8 rows to be colored. How you have to do it in Google Sheet. So first thing, just give select all, which is Control A, and then just go to format. Under format, you have something called as conditional formatting. And once you select this, you have in the right hand side, you have a dialog box in which it shows you what are the different kinds of rules that you wanted to apply. Now here I've already selected the range. I have selected the entire sheet. I want this. Now in this, we have many kinds of things that we can do. For example, you can have text. Basically, with a particular text, you can actually change the different color formats that we'll be seeing in the later part of the video. And also you can have some date filters also. You can also have some value based kind of formula also. Now here, as we have a definite kind of customization, we are going to talk about a custom formula. Now what is a custom formula? Just go here and select this, and this is how the formula goes. So it will be equal to mod open bracket row open and close, and give a comma, give a 2 and close bracket again, and just give equal to 0. Now as you can see, once I've started applying it, you can see a different color format applied here. Now you can, if you want, you can change the color as well of this. Now all of you can see here, the idea here is alternative rows are colored. Now with the same formula, what I can do here is I can even do it for columns also. Now equal to mod open bracket, instead of row I'm just typing column. Now if you can see, the alternative columns are colored. So like this, you can give multiple formats actually in the same row for the row and the columns as well. Now next thing what we're going to do here is we have something called as color scale. Now here, as you can see, there are different kinds of students. They have different kind of percentages. We just want to show the different kind of percentages value. Maybe the from the lowest we have to show the midpoint, and also we have to show the highest value. How to do that? Same, just go here, just select all, Control A, and just go to an option called as color scale. In this option, you can see here we have already defined a color scale here. If you want, you can change the color scale also. Now here, if you want to give, you can give the minimum value as also. What is the kind of minimum value? What is the kind of color you would like to select for this? If you can give red, you can give red also for the minimum, and for the maximum value also you can actually just give that. For example, if you can also even set a number. Based on the number, it will also change. For example, the maximum point is 100 here. If you just give 50, then that becomes the highest point. You can just change. Now one thing is, like, whatever you're doing here, it is actually automatically customized here in the left hand side. As you can see, whatever format we are applying, it keeps on applying the same, right? So that is another understanding. We call it as color scales. And the third one is here. This is what we have talked about here. If you can see, we have a student and we have some text here. Now so far we have seen numbers, but here now we want to talk about some text. When it's related to text, how can you do it? For example, here for late, I would like to give my color as red, and when something like received, I want to give a color as green. Now, how to do that? Basically, you just have to go here, the same option, give Control A, and then just go to Format, go to Conditional Formatting. You can see here the rule has come. Now here, I just have to give text that contains. I just have to type late, and you can see here already it gives me. Just select the color of red and then give done. Now I wanted to add another thing also. For example, whenever I am doing late, it should come as red. Simultaneously, whenever I'm giving received, it should come as green. So how to do that? Go to add another rule. Just go same. I'm just repeating it. Cell that contains. Just go here and just type received. So in this, I would like go for green. So just select the green option and then give done. So now as you can see here, both this has been applied. I'm just changing it. So if I become late, it becomes red, and if I give received, it becomes green. Right. So this is another way of doing it. And the last one would be is which is called as heat map. And heat map basically is same like the color kind of rule which we have here. So the it is actually simultaneously which is like a color scale here. So here, if I give a different kind of color schemes, then it is actually very similar to that. Where, but what is a heat map basically? How it defines basically is like you have variety of values, and in the variety of values, you would like to show some differentiation. Maybe the midpoint, maximum, and what would be the different variety of scores and all that. Heat map basically is a kind of a larger data set, and from the larger data set, I would like to differentiate between the minimum and the maximum values. So these are the different kind of conditional formatting which is used in Google Sheets. And we have many more conditions also. There's a lot of customization also can be done.